What is happening, you guys? Welcome back to a Tuesday tune-up. I'm JM Ryerson. And before we get started, the biggest thing I would ask, I've got a lot of feedback from you guys recently. You like the shorter ones, the 5 to 15 minutes, and you're getting a lot of value from that. And I love to hear that. Truly, I feel blessed. I feel grateful. And thank you for those comments. The biggest thing I would ask of you, as you see value from this, share it. Send it out to your friends, your family, anybody that needs a word of encouragement, or maybe the nugget that you got or the little tidbit that you got from an episode. Share it with them. Ask them to subscribe. Share it with others. Review. That helps grow the podcast, because I love doing podcasts. Truly, it is one of my favorite things to do, and I love bringing value. So thank you to those of you that have said that. And let's keep growing this thing. So I want to cover something today. I call them mantras, and something that some people call them affirmations. You can call them whatever the heck you want. But the point of today is to really battle the subconscious mind. And I mean battle not in a we are literally going to fist fight, but rather we have a challenge. 80% of a lot of these percentages are given to us, but 80% of our hardwires have been said to be put into us before we have long-term memory. So by the age of 5, you have 80% of the way you operate, think at your disposal. Now, some of that's not so great. You've kind of maybe got that from mom, dad, grandparents, and some of that stuff isn't always the best. And the most recent study I looked at said that the subconscious mind operates 95%. That's what scientists are saying, that our subconscious mind literally operates 95% of who we are. Well, is that a good thing? Well, it can be, but there's definitely some rewiring that we want to do in order to show up as our very best self, in order to come over or overcome some of those self-limiting beliefs. And I've said it before, I try not to say the word hate, but I loathe self-limiting beliefs. So one of the things that I've done with my kids is they've said the exact same daily affirmation every single night before they've gone to bed since they were able to talk. And that, I'm just going to give you a few of them. Take what you want. But the whole idea is to help you rewire some of those thoughts that you have, some of the negative ones that you have, and really empower yourself to have those strong, powerful beliefs so that you can show up as the very best version of you. So the one that I developed, I did it years ago. I'm not sure which book I was reading, but I was reading about, as a parent, some of the things we can do to set our kids above was to do a daily affirmation. So I went and I started writing, and it came out as this. I asked them, are you a leader? And they say, well, hopefully they get to yes, but yes, I am. And I say, why? And they say, I'm confident, strong, intelligent, athletic, good looking, dynamic, popular, talented, independent boy with a growth mindset. Now, they're starting to go from being boy now to man, and hopefully this will be a habit they take from this day forward, which, by the way, I say that exact same affirmation as well. And if I could go back in time, I would have shortened that, because that's a lot to say that again and again, but it's become such a habit that my kids don't know any different. And it's really cool when they'll come home and I'll say, how did school go? Well, somebody said I was ugly, and I go, "Is that true?" And they say, "No, I'm good looking." And I ask them, well, "How do you know that?" They'll go back to the affirmation that we've talked about and they've done, or they'll, somebody says, "I'm a wuss," or "I'm weak." Is that true? No, Dad, I'm strong. And they always go back to this affirmation, because it's literally, they've been tricking their mind. Even if somebody says they're not, they know that I am, because I'm confident, strong, intelligent, athletic, good-looking, dynamic, popular, talented, independent man with a growth mindset. So I would shorten that. If you parents are going, yes, I want to give this to my kids, I'd probably make it way shorter. Like, I'm confident, strong and intelligent, or whatever attributes you want to say. Maybe don't do as many as I did because it's easier. It's easier to remember, but that's the one that I did. So my kids have stuck to it. And it's something that we enjoy every night before they go to bed. In fact, Trey, my youngest, won't go to bed unless I go in, say goodnight to him, and we do, as he calls it, let's do leader. And I'm like, okay, so we do. Another one that I came up with, or I didn't come up with it, excuse me, in one of my readings, one that I've really gleamed onto that I use myself is I come from greatness, I attract greatness, and I am greatness. And if you break that thing down as I came from something incredible, I'm attracting greatness into my life, and I am great. It's not to be conceited or to be arrogant. It's just to be confident in this is who I am. This is the greatness that I bring forth, and I'm going to bring more of that into my life. So that's one that I use. There's another one I'm going to share now, and I don't know where I got this, but this is said to be the most perfect affirmation or mantra that you can say. So you can utilize it. It's not mine. I don't remember. And if somebody knows, please comment back to me at Let's Go Win 365 on any of the social media platforms and say, JM, this came from that book or wherever it did. But that one is, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. And the book that I found this out of said, don't change it even one iota. It is the most perfect mantra that you can say. So again, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Now, I don't say that one. That's one I'm starting to look at to see if I want to incorporate it, because I already have my own, along with I come from greatness, I attract greatness, and I am greatness. I use that one now every day as well. And so utilize it if that one makes sense. And the last one, this is the one that we use at Let's Go Win as a mantra for us as working together. And that is, we have a growth mindset, we get better every day, and we win as a team. And the reason that's been so important is we get to check each other. So if somebody's like, doesn't have that growth mindset where they're like, no, it's this way. Well, why is that? Instead of making it a big thing, we just say, is that using a growth mindset? And we all catch each other doing it. I'm guilty just as anybody else. No, it's not. And so it reminds you, okay, we operate with a growth mindset. We get better every day. I've already talked about this one several times, but this is literally my life pursuit, is to continue to get better every single day. For some people, that's to get 1% better every day. For me, it's just to get better. And I think I did a podcast on this not long ago, specific to this exact subject. So it's important to me. And then we win as a team. This is funny because people ask me all the time. So it's about wins and losses. You won, I lost. I'm like, no, Let's Go Win is all about all of us winning, setting up to collectively show up as our best self. Because I do believe if you are winning, I'm going to be winning. If I'm winning, you as my audience are going to be winning as well. And that's just, I think there's so much abundance in this world that I literally named my company after it, Let's Go Win. So that was important to our team at Let's Go Win, that we shared that. So again, I'll go through that. We have a growth mindset. We get better every day. We win as a team. And actually, my wife had this printed up, and it just sits in the office. So if you can see that, it's just a nice thing that she did, and it's visible to all of us so that we can help one another make sure that we're operating that way. So it just, it was on my heart this morning as I was thinking about what some people just aren't aware of how important it is to rewire our subconscious and make sure that we're telling ourselves this is who we are. And even if you don't believe it, if you don't believe you're strong, say it, because once you start to do it, once you start to convince yourself, you're going to show up that way. These are labels that do support who we are versus labels that other people have put onto us. So for what it's worth, I hope people take this away. Utilize any and all of the mantras. Use one of the mantras. Create your own, but keep telling yourself, your subconscious, who you are, who you would like to be, and you will start to believe it. So again, I shared earlier in the episode, please share this out. I'm having such a good time meeting so many amazing people doing this show, and I'm truly blessed to be doing it. But the more that you can help grow it, the more, the better the guests, the more that we get to share all this amazing information, and then we all get to collectively win as a team. So until next time, remember, your mindset matters. I appreciate you all, and we'll talk very soon. Thank you so much for listening. If this content is delivering value to you, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us build this community, and that is what we are all about. Building this community as big as we can, helping as many people as we can, and deliver as much value as possible. Be sure to head over to letsgowinpodcast.com for information on my coaching courses, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Let's Go Win 365. Let's go win and transcend in life.
This is the Let's Go Win podcast with your host, J.M. Ryerson.